Hi there, it's Chelle. And Clint.
Hey guys, sorry I'm making bread.
He's in the other room. You know how it is. Anyways, he's making 4 batches of bread. We're going to make some rolls out of them. So I'm kind of excited about that. Let's see what we are doing today. We're going to do a couple of experiments. And I wanted to show you guys this. You know how smart I am. Hi, Kathy. Kathy Patterson. She's like, what do those colors look like on white? And I'm like, I meant to do that and I totally spaced it. But I wanted to show you guys. I did do these, especially the color, what are those called? Seriously, there's no Luminart is that one, and then this one is Color Art colors, and they're really pretty on white. I mean, they have a little bit of shimmer, so I thought we might play with those again because we're doing white this time. Some of these will show up on white as well, but yeah, they're Color Arts here, and I mean, not all of them have shimmer, or they don't seem to, you know, I just did it really fast, so maybe that's why. But we're gonna play. We're gonna do a couple of testings. So let me show you what I have here. I think we're gonna do several on this page. So what I need is, and I saw it, I'm still in the house, by the way. We are going to make a point and go outside and see if we can't get that heater working. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I love you too.
Wilbur needs loving from Daddy, and Daddy's busy, and
Daddy's hands are full of gunk.
the gunk. Okay, let me go grab
Honey, I know, I love you.
some washi tape. I thought I had some, but I don't see it right now. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Let's see. Get that situated. I found a little bit of washi tape. And this is, which paper? This is Canson paper. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut this down. And because I want to do like 4 techniques on this, because I'll show you guys. Actually, I want to do 2 of them. Now Canson is my watercolor course is one that she, and I need to write on them. This one is Arches, which is 100% cotton. So Arches. Canson is, I don't remember, I don't think it has any cotton in it actually. Both sides are pretty much the same, so.
My brain come up with a brilliant idea this morning.
Whatever.
Hey, it was
And
brilliant.
then I have this one too, which is Arches. Go ahead.
Oh, I told her in this watercolor she's doing it in stages. So I told her what she needs to do is scan the stages in, and then that way she can use different parts for digital.
That's a perfect idea. See,
I had a brilliant idea this morning. I know I don't come with them all the time, but I have them every now and then.
Yeah. Oh, what I have to put up with. Okay, so I know. So what I'm going to do is we are going to do different salt techniques. So we're going to check our backgrounds. This is a pickling salt. This is a coarse salt. This has medium and large pieces, but it's a pink salt. And then this is just the same as this, but it's just the fine. So this is coarse, fine. So we're just going to try different salts. See which one I like, because I never get the salt technique to work very well, and I really want it for this. So we're just gonna play for a minute and just see what we can come up with. Now with the salt, I know you want your paper to be really nice and nice and wet. So I'm going to try to cut this in half or tear it in half, because I think I could use it better. So just kind of separate them. Just need about 4. Have good news. My friend Robin, her niece, she had COVID, and they expected her to be on a ventilator in the hospital for months. I mean, like 3 months. That one's not. 3 to 4 months. And I tell you, God works awesome. She is home now. She's still on oxygen, but they were just hoping that she would get home by Christmas. Hi, Robin. And she was healed up enough to go home on, I believe it was a slight oxygen. So I tell you, God's amazing. That COVID is nothing to mess with. And, you know, I know you don't want to be scared of COVID, but, you know, it's not good for everybody. And that's what's scary. Some people don't have any problems, and some people end up in the hospital for months. Or, you know, I know you guys know. I'm not going to say anything else, but... Okay, so let's play with these two first. Let me put pickling salt, coarse white, coarse pink, and fine pink. I have to remember that this pen is not waterproof. Okay, let's do the same here. This one is definitely more texturized paper. And this is the Arches. It's all cotton. Okay, and then we'll kind of play with these, and then maybe we'll figure out how we want our background. So, let's see. Let's do this one first. And I really want blues and stuff. Where's my, here it is. I was going to look in here and see. I mean, there's blue, so that one is rich cobalt, which is that one. I want a little bit of red, so that poppy red. I'm trying to see it from the bottom. This one, I think. And then maybe the Snapdragon, which is this one. And then some white, but I think I'm going to have to pull the white from here. Actually, she used squash, but I might use this white one. And the Fine Tech. So, okay, so we'll use those first. Okay, I'm going to put some water on each of them. These, I think they seem to do better with when they're activated. So add a little bit of water, let it set for a couple of minutes. And then see. She also used like a really black color, which we could use the Hunter Gray, which is here. We're just going to play, see if we can find what we want. I mean, a lot of people do things like this just to, you know, figure out what they want before they do their card or their background. I thought, you know, that's going to be fun to play with. Plus, I've had a neck ache the last week, and it's finally feeling better, so. Some anyways, because it was really bad this morning.
Yeah.
And then white, which was this one, I think. Okay.
I love that.
And I think it's going to be pretty. We're going to see, though, see what we can come up with. And then she did, like, snowflakes on top of it, but I think we're going to do it a little bit different. I don't want to copy her, you know.
My spellfire is already ready to roll ready to roll.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I know, but I don't know what to do.
So I am going to just use those colors on this one. I'm going to put some really good water. Let it soak in for just a second on each one of these. And I think I'm going to switch to a smaller brush so that I can ignore the cat hair. Tell you guys. Okay. The water doesn't seep into this one as well as it would the cotton one, I don't think. Okay, so let me get the smaller brush. Come here, you. And then we're just going to drop color in. So like this blue. I want a pretty vibrant colors. Because it's supposed to be like a night sky. That's what I'm aiming for. So the red. Let's see how it flows. That's okay. I'm used to it. Let's do some of this color, which is, I forgot. Ooh, that's pretty. See, because you wet the background, then that's going to kind of just spread out. Do some gray. Just to kind of darken the background. Kind of like a dark night. It's almost too bright, isn't it? Maybe I should have started with the gray. That's okay. I don't want a lot of white, but I mean, if some shows up, that's okay. See, some of it's already dry. We do live in a really dry area, so that's not unusual. What's wrong? You can see, why is that? That's interesting. I don't know. He's just talking to himself in the kitchen. Too much red for sure for a background. So they're not really dark colors, and in our other one we're going to use ones from my actual palette. See which one I prefer. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so they're still pretty wet, which is good.
Chloe, what's wrong? Well, I know, honey. Are you ready for bed?
Well, and this one keeps.
Okay, well,
I
just
don't
tell
know,
me.
it's
Hi,
just
Art.
acting weird. Okay.
Should I just put that silicone mat on the cutting sheet? Or not cutting sheet?
Yeah, you can do that. What are you doing?
Well, this belt one's already ready to form.
So what are you gonna form? Oh, you're gonna form it into.
Well, I'm gonna have one bread and then the other.
Okay. Okay, so now let's do our salt.
I gotta figure out.
So pickling salt is here. Have to remember. So they're still really wet, and you have to have it wet for the salt technique. Coarse white, and you have to let it dry naturally. Coarse pink. Oh, okay.
Because I gotta measure the.
Well, I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. Well, I got time.
You have like 4 minutes.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm still working on the other
Totally. See, you shouldn't be talking to me.
one. Sorry, guys. I'm
Okay,
not
that's supposed to be
bothered.
our fine salt there.
Okay,
I sprinkle coarse and fine. Oops. Okay, there's our fine right there. Then we're going to let that dry, and we'll see what that looks like. So I'm going to set that aside. I didn't put any white in it because I had so much white from the background. And the other one, let's see, I'm going to have to put that up from the cats, aren't I? You know how it is when you're get in the middle of something and then somebody keeps bugging you. Yeah, that's going to be my day today. You can't hear me, so it's okay. Okay, where's my other lid? There it is. So I'm going to put these over here because those are the ones I used. I'm going to put these somewhere. We are going to dig out our Christmas tree and get that put up and do a video for you guys. And I think we got all the cat gifts, so that'll be fun. Okay, so let's open this. And this one, I think we can use our colors more. We can use our colors, make them darker, lighter, you know, more beneficial, I guess. So, okay, sorry. Okay, so let's add a little bit of brown. That's going to turn it more black, which is going to be perfect for this. Add a little bit more water. Yeah, that's really pretty. This one's our cotton. So, the tutorial I used, she did black, and I don't have black, so you kind of have to make up your own color, you know. A little bit of this really dark pink. I do want darker, more like a black, like that right there. Add a little bit more blue. And one reason I like using this this palette is because I do want to get used to mixing my own colors and kind of learning, you know, more about how to mix your own colors and what works and stuff. Ooh, that's pretty. And then she dropped some white gouache. She was so funny. She was like doing this, and then she would do the gouache, and then she would add more of the black, and then she lost the white, so then she'd add more of the gouache. And I was thinking, that is so true, because you know, you think, oh, I'm gonna have way too much white in there, so I don't want to use the white, and I don't want that much white. So this is just a gouache that I actually just got in my sketchbook. And then she did little tiny white, there we go, like that. Perfect. Okay, pickling salt. Gracie kind of got up here and made a mess. Okay. Now let's work on the next one, which is the coarse one. But this is kind of playing, and I was really getting kind of irritated with how my salt ones were turning out. They just weren't turning out very nice. I was not happy with them, so I thought, you know, I have several salts. Let's try it and see what we can do. Okay, so again, let's make up a little bit of black-ish. So I'm using the ultramarine blue, and then I'm using that burnt umber. I need a little bit more of that brown, which is kind of like a brown, a neutral. Kind of turns it into like a gray, a black. Yeah, I really like this better, but we'll see. We might like one of the other ones better. You never know. little bit of this, but let's tone it down a little bit instead of so pink. Let's add some of the burnt umber into that. Make it just a little bit duller. I don't know if I like that, but you know how you see some color like in the sky and stuff. And then I want some blue, just a blue, maybe a little darker, not as dark as the black. Ooh, that's pretty though. And then let's do blue and the pink or purple. I love it when the sky looks purple. I think that's my favorite. That's pretty.
How's it going?
Not too bad. Be there in a minute.
That's alright.
This one is the coarse white.
It's all okay, don't worry about it. You do whatever. Okay. I forgot when I do have some pants, please.
Okay. Hair. When you get hairs or little bristles or something from on your page, you don't want to mess it up by, wait until it dries to pick it off, or when it's dry, because otherwise it'll mess up your page. I'm excited to see these. Okay, I think I want this one to be, let's try more purple. I just love that purple. My brother's back in the hospital with his foot. That's all I'm going to say about that. Just not taking care of himself, you know how that goes. That's pretty. I really love that. Do a little bit darker right here. To darken up the night sky, kind of. I love that I'm feeling more comfortable with watercolors, so that's exciting. You know, I feel like, oh, I can actually do something with these watercolors. I didn't put any white in there, but I think it has enough. So then let's do some of this. I think I want it kind of bright. Okay, and then we'll splash a little bit of white gouache there, or pink gouache, as the case may be. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay, and this one is our coarse pink salt. Why do I have so many salts? Well, let me tell you. Somebody suggested that the pink salt was better than the white salt. And we tried it, and I really did not like it. I am like a saltaholic. I love salt. And so we tried the pink, and I wasn't a fan. Well, we got, obviously, the pickling salt for pickling and stuff. And then the white, this one, the coarse white, we use for cooking most of the times. But now I love the pink salt. It's pink Himalayan. And so we use that. And we have a grinder, so we had to have coarse salt for the grinder. And I did get one, and it was fine pink salt. And man, you had to use a lot of that to get a salty flavor. So yeah, we have a lot of salt. Like a 5-pound bag of salt. But it works, you know. That's so pretty. Let's do some pink for the purple. And I'm just using the same colors, you know, just because I think that's nice. And you can actually use these pieces when you're done. But I'll probably just put them in my book or whatever and just kind of use it as a sample, you know. Hey, which one, you know, which salt do I want to use for this technique or whatever. Hopefully we have some pretty, that's so pretty. Let's do some blue. Just make it a little bit of a darker purple. More of a blue tint. I think that one might be my favorite. Just all the deep purples and all the deep colors. I like that a lot. And you really want these dark because we're going to do a technique on it that will need a dark background. Okay, let's see if I can get some of this white gouache without a bunch of color. Kind of have it pink now. Oh, so pretty. Look at that, it looks like snow. Okay, let's do the fine pink, which is here. Actually pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay guys, we're gonna go let all these dry naturally and then we'll be back and we'll do our project. Okay guys, so let's see if we got anything out of these. I've been in the kitchen helping Clint. We're gonna use his ruler. So this is the shimmery colors. And I'm just removing.
Really? You're using my ruler?
Oh, you're fine. You don't even notice. Can you see a little bit of the difference? Oh, that one's pretty.
Sophia.
But I don't think these colors work like I want them to, even though I love some of these. These are pretty cool. Take a little tape too. Oh, I tell you, cats.
Well,
When you have a house full of cats.
yeah.
So these turned out pretty well. Which one did best? I think the coarse white one. As far as like, sorry you can't even see that, soaking up the salt. Yeah, I think that's the best one. The pickling salt has some really fun texture. I mean, they all have texture, but you have to, I really like this one because it's bigger than, like, in this one, I remember I put the coarse and then the fine because Clint messed me up.
I'll bite you, woman.
Oh, you're so funny. So, let's see. Let's look at this one. Make sure it's dry. Yeah, Clint made 4 loaves of bread. We're making some buns out of some of them. Oh, look at that one. Look at the difference. Isn't that beautiful? It does look like a snowy night. Oh, so pretty. And here's the coarse white. Gracie, Daddy's going to have to find your toy. Here's the coarse pink. I really like that one. And the fine pink. So I did this because I didn't want to do a project and then not have it work out. You know what I mean? Like do a huge project. Gracie's needy. I gave her a toy and then she lost it. Oh, Daddy's gonna go see if he can find. Oh, you better go see. Daddy might can find it. You better go see. I don't know, guys. They all turned out really nice, except for the fine pink one. But I think I really like the coarse white. But I also like the coarse pink. Let's do both. Okay.
Come on, Gracie, you little turd.
Yeah, these were the the other colors, and I like these color choices better. So we're just going to kind of play around and see what we can do. Okay, one thing I am using, actually, you know what? I'm not going to use that. Get my arches. Here's the watercolor I used, and that might have made a big difference. What? What's wrong?
Oh, that's all her stupid toys.
I know. I got her. Santa got her some more of those toys for Christmas. Can't tell them because you know cats know what you're saying. So I had to break into one because I couldn't find any. Sounds like Clint found a bunch though. Okay, so let's do our 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So no, let's do 4 1/4. This is our arches. So that's going to work just fine. And this one I probably won't cut it down any. What size is it? 4 3/4 by, let's see, 12 inches. So if I do 6, just do these two, and then we'll cut this one down to 5 1/2, just because that's that typical size of a card. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, I think. Okay. And then what I do, the pieces I don't use, I just pop them back in here because this is a pretty expensive pad of paper. And so let's just kind of play along and see what we can come up with. So I was watching another lady today, and I want to try that as well. And she used a spray bottle, which I don't see. So let me grab that. Okay, so I think we're going to make at least 2 backgrounds. We'll see where we are when we're done there. I'm not going to tape them down, I don't think, because I don't have like a smaller thing. So this one lady, she took the spray bottle, and it was on stream, I think, and she just sprayed, and it was such a neat look. I think I sprayed the back. It doesn't really matter. At least I think it was on whatever. So, and then she opened her thing. There you go. I'm going to use those same color combinations that we had. Let that kind of sit in there for a minute. You can kind of manipulate it and stuff, you know. So I am going to use those colors. The babies are quiet right now. Daddy found 6 balls for them. I tell you, they love those. If we can find those whenever they're kind of being needy, then we can kind of do what we need to do. They'll kind of play with those for a while, which is nice. And a little bit more purpley looking. And then she just hit those pieces of water that she had with these different colors. And I thought, you know, I really want to try that. So here we are. But anywhere the colors will touch, and since there is so much water on there that kind of piled up, it might even give us like blooms, which would be really pretty too. So you can't see all the dots probably on the camera, but I think you'll see it enough to see what we're talking about. I mean, there's dots like all over.
Did you photocopy it?
No, I haven't done anything yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that.
Leave me alone.
Oh, you told me to remind you, dear, so hush.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Okay, I'll try to hush. Come I know.
Hi, Wilberdine.
You're
Hi,
so
buddy.
funny. Okay, so I'm just kind of looking anywhere that I think I might want like more color. You know, you can kind of just dab in there. But this is kind of give us more of a generic look, organic, I guess. Oh, isn't that pretty? Just playing today. Can you guys tell? Look, I'm getting it all over there, but I'm not worried about that. Move it just a little bit. Just want a really pretty background. So let's add like some of the darker color, more like a black. Got too much pink in it. Cancel that out. There we go. Darker night sky look to them. It's already drying so pretty. I love it. And then I think we're going to help it along. More of a generic look. Better have a paper towel. Clint's going to be like, what the heck? He's not looking, I don't think.
No.
I'm making a mess. Of course, it took all my colors away, didn't it? But you know, you can always play and just see what you can come up with. Add some pinks. It kind of looks like a cloudy day, especially if there was to put like a light color in the background. You know, just, I know somebody's like, Michelle, you just messed it all up. That's the fun thing though, is everybody's
Tastes are different.
yeah, everyone's tastes are different, so you know where you might have stopped. I'm gonna keep on going and see. And remember, you always have a moment of, oh my gosh, what did I do before? Or this isn't turning out.
For the
Before the
moment or whatever you.
yeah, you're always gonna have a mess before it turns out, especially like watercolor and mixed media. Mixed media is always one of those oh no moments. So, okay, let's do a little bit of darker and then we'll add our salt. So, want a little bit black. So I'm doing that. And I want it to look like a snowy night. Kind of getting there. Really dark. Kind of dark gray. I can hear my mother-in-law, Mom, say, Michelle, you just messed it all up. But did I, Mom? I don't know. Sometimes she's like, why did you do that? You covered everything up. Just a look I'm going for. Okay, and I think we're going to use the coarse white salt on this, and then we'll set this one aside to dry. And I like the white in there too. Now I could add some white gouache, but because I feel like the salt kind of pulls out some of the colors, I'm not going to do it as thickly as I did on the practice piece. I want it to look kind of like a snowy background, more, you know, than a blizzard. down here. And if you do it like this, you can kind of control where you put it. Okay, let's set this one aside. We'll work on another one. But I did want to try that, you know, with the water and just kind of let it go wherever it wanted to go. Let me go set this aside. I'll be right back. Okay, so this one has splotches all over it. Of course it does. Let's use this. We're just going to paint just kind of a generic, not going necessarily to the edges, just kind of right in the center. Again, I am using Arches watercolor paper. I'm okay with all those swatches that I made. That was my own fault. And then we will just kind of put in those colors. Yeah, right at 2. And then let's kind of, really like the purple. I think that's my favorite. And then because it is a cotton, it's going to really kind of spread around, and because the colors are kind of, the paper's so wet, cotton. And then let's do blue. And I have a couple of ideas to come up with, you know, for the color, the card. Let's do a little bit of pink. I don't want a lot of pink in this, but I want some. But I love doing the little, you know, trials, because you never know. You know, you're kind of like, well, you know, I don't want, you don't know what you want. And so when you do a trial, it saves you some time and some effort. Makes things a little bit easier, I think. I'm going to add a little bit of pink to this. I really want this to be really dark. I'm only using the same shades that I've been using all along, which is really only 3. That's going to be too pink. Get some more of the brown. The brown is burnt umber. And then we'll add some more of the blue. I think that will make the shade I want. Ultramarine blue. Add just a little bit more of that. Get a really dark shade. Just because I want this to be like a nighttime piece. This one, I think I might add a little bit of white gouache. Just to kind of lighten it up. We'll do different techniques and stuff. I think I'm going to put this gouache over here on this side. No, ma'am. No. Gracie Lynn, no. No. Gracie, no. Oh, Daddy. Can you call her, though?
Gracie, man, come here.
Daddy wants you.
Gracie, come here. Gracie, man.
That's okay. I'll finish up here. Nope. She's going to get my watercolors.
Gracie, come here.
Gracie, no, honey.
Gracie.
Thank you. Daddy showed her a ball. Okay, let's put the pink coarse salt on this one. Because I did like how that one turned out too. Just want to make sure it's pretty wet. If it's not wet, it's not going to give you the technique that you want. Trust me, I do know about that, and it's annoying. It's annoying when it's not wet enough. Okay. I tell you, that baby is driving me nuts today. Okay, I'm going to set this aside to dry. We'll maybe do 2 other ones since I cut those down. Okay, so set that one over there to dry. It's going to take a little bit. I mean, clean up Clint's mat real quick. I don't know what's going on in there. She okay? Yeah. Okay. This Sunday, I had to take a muscle relaxer yesterday, so we didn't get a video done. So I'm trying to get this one up for you guys today. There, you'll never know. Okay, this one has splatters on it, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let's do this one up and down. We haven't tried that yet. Maybe lighter blues. Let's do this one. I don't know, just to play. Might not be something that we end up using in today's video, but you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can just kind of play through backgrounds. If you decide you don't like it, think about die cutting it or something like that. So what you're aiming for with the background is you want it really flat. I mean, really, not puddled. No puddles of color. So, or of water. That's when it's going to be at the best for you. I'm going to use this other blue here, which is Persian, I think. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I was thinking of like just a softer color. I love how it wicks and makes that fun looking color. I like that a lot, actually. I was just thinking of like really dark and really light colors, and maybe we'll just use the shade, who knows. See if I can make it a little bit darker. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to add another color. So let's try this red. I can't remember what color. Yeah, that might work. Just adds a little darker color to it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that color. Add another little bit more. Oops, wrong color, Michelle. Hold on. I used the scarlet instead of the red. My mind's still on the other colorway, I guess. Okay. Where's that red? There we go. I think I might just keep those 2 colors. I love those. Add, almost did it again. Even darker. Oh, guys, that's so pretty. So I love how you can just use 2 colors and get these different shades. Isn't that beautiful? I don't mind a little bit of the white. I don't want tons of it, because I am going to put salt on this one too. I'm going to do the white coarse because I think that was my favorite. Just kind of sprinkle it on there. Okay, we're going to let that one rest, and then we got one more. Okay, let's do one more. What if we do this one kind of like a blue and a gray background? You know, kind of like it's like a cloudy day. Again, my water's not the cleanest, but I'm okay with that. No, don't come up here. Oh, I tell you guys, she's driving me nuts today. I know she just wants her mama, but still. No, Gracie Land. Okay, I'll be right back. Let that for... Sorry, I had to distract the cat. Again, that's how she is today. Okay, so I think I want this blue just a little bit though, and I want it pretty light. So I'm just going to kind of water it down. Kind of like blue and kind of gray, I think. Like I said, kind of like a snow, you know, like a cloud overcast winter day. Okay, add some of the brown on umber, and that's going to give us a little bit of a gray. There we go. Perfect. It's not as striking as the other ones though, is it? Which is fine. I mean, you can do, you know, but, you know, do I need the contrast of a dark color? I think I might to make a difference. Let's just deepen the blue. Remember which blue I'm using. Maybe put some of that in there. Because I think, especially for background, I think I'm going to need that, maybe. Maybe we'll deepen the colors, even the gray. Now the reason it's bowed like this is because we have water on it. But as it dries, it will flatten out. Because it's a cotton paper too. So a lot of people will tape it to their board or whatever they're using on. They're working on. Okay, so let's add some more of this brown. Turn it into a deeper gray, like a darker gray. Maybe it'll still look kind of soft even when we do the background, I mean the salt. We will be putting more videos up on our other channel, which is At Home with Chelle and Clint. Well, I don't know when they'll go up, but I'll be making Christmas cookies and stuff for you guys. If anyone's interested, the link will be below. It's more like things we do in the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to call that one good. I don't know if it's going to work out, but we're going to try it. I'm just going to use this pink salt just because I have a lot of it right here. And I'm okay with the edges being all kind of like that because this was a pretty large base, and so I can always come back and trim it down for our cards. Okay, and I'll be back when all of these have dried. Okay guys, the computer's not plugged in. Look at these. Some of these turned out so pretty. Okay, that's what I wanted. Look at that. Doesn't that look like snow? Again, you want to make sure they're totally dry. So I took a break and cleaned up the kitchen. Clint likes to make a mess in the kitchen. So. Look at that though, isn't that beautiful with that salt background? And
Oh, I like that.
so pretty. Look at this one. Oh, I love this one. I think, is this the grape? Yeah, I think this was the blue and the grays I wanted to use. Can't remember, I have to go back and watch the video. Try and take them all off at one time. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that one.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
You can almost see
That's
like a
beautiful.
tree or something in there.
That is amazing. I love it.
Yep, that's done with the salt.
Isn't that cool that salt does that?
I know, it is. And, you know, I've had issues in the past, and so I kind of thought I'd try again. Oh, that one's pretty too. Now, Ellen Creamy Trent did not do the salt, but I wanted to try the salt.
Yeah.
And then this one I think is my favorite.
I love that.
That one is beautiful. This was done with that one blue, the Persian blue or whatever. It's like a turquoisey looking color.
Yeah.
Man, isn't
Now
that
that's
beautiful?
wicked looking.
That is so pretty.
See, wouldn't that be neat on digital?
That would be really neat. Okay, so now I'm going to go scan all of these, and then we're going to make cards. I bet you guys are waiting. Okay, guys, we're back. These are so beautiful. I don't want to do anything with them yet. I did get them scanned in, so Kateri. So let's do. We're just going to use white gouache. This is what I'm taking from Ellen Creamy Trent, and she did snowflakes on them, which I thought was such a fun idea. Just simple snowflakes. You can look up different snowflakes, how to do them. Do what, babe?
Nothing. I was just
Reiterating, huh? Reading.
just reading.
So, I might have to switch to a smaller. Yeah, let me go get a smaller brush. I just feel like it needs to be smaller. Okay, this one's a number 2 round. It's just I was using a number 4. But I think I need it like thinner. Okay. I don't know if that made much of a difference. I think it's because my my gouache is too thick on it. Gouache.
You get a little brush, huh? I was thinking the same thing. What's the wash?
What's gouache? Gouache is an opaque watercolor. Now you both know.
Okay, did you hear that, little buddy?
Okay, so,
Little buddy, a little,
and then we're just going to make little V's on it for a snowflake. Go ahead.
little Wilbur, he's starting to get a tad bit too attached to me now. He's been,
Yeah, he won't leave Daddy alone.
won't leave me alone. Climbed up my leg this morning while I was cooking.
It was funny. Okay, and then, I mean, you can do whatever you want to as far as snowflakes. Really isn't that hard. But this is what Ellen did. She did her background, but instead of putting salt, she just let it dry. And so she, you know, but this is just a different background, different type of background. So, and you can put as many little pieces on here as you want. Trying to keep my finger out. But, I mean, if you wanted to put tons of, to do a lot of cards, do the backgrounds all at one time maybe. And then do it like that, you know. So let's do a large one over here. Trying to do it thinner. And then maybe do something different, like, and a little diamond shapes on them. Have you ever seen a real snowflake up close? They have like pictures like of them underneath microphones and stuff, or microphones, microscopes, and they are so beautiful.
It's amazing.
Once in a while you'll see them, they'll come across on Facebook, and they are just beautiful.
Yeah, it's truly amazing.
So they're so pretty. So, and then I'm just going to do a little line. I mean, you don't have to make them really explicit, or what am I thinking? Is that the right word?
Detail.
Detailed, yeah. I don't know what word I was thinking of, but I don't think that was the right one.
No.
Explicit, yeah. Got Lida's Christmas present. Hi, Mom, got your Christmas present.
Hey, Mom, love you.
I know I told her I wasn't going to give her anything else because we got her iPad, but I couldn't resist.
No.
And Clint said I had to get it for her, so
Yeah.
she'll love it. You'll love it, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you'll love it. I even showed my sister this morning. She's like, oh my gosh, she's going to love it. So therefore, you know, Mom, it's perfect for you. Okay, so I always pick on Lida, which is Clint's mom. My mother-in-law, she's such a fun person to pick on, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. She does got a good heart.
Yeah.
Truly blessed.
Yep. Man, that's just not, they say don't put too much water in it, but can't get it to work very well without a lot of water. It's just not flowing the way I want to when I add water. It's too thick, too. I mean, you have to be like right on the edge of your brush, you know, the point, in order to get a really thin. She starts, Sophia's talking, and she starts doing that when it's almost noon or so, 12 or 12:30 she does that, like, okay, it's nap time.
I'm so tired, but God, I still got more crap to bake.
Well, you can take a nap, though, afterwards, probably.
Yeah, I
think I
might end up taking it. It just depends.
Yeah,
I might
it's gonna,
take a nap out here. Dad's chair.
you think so?
I don't know, honey. I got my, yeah, I can. I'll just see.
How am I supposed to watch Hallmark if you're watching,
Your ass. Oh, well, babe, doll. Uh-oh.
if you're out here?
Sorry, Wilbur, dude. I know, I'm so sorry, honey. You're sound asleep. You lay there and I'll be back.
So yeah, the white is supposed to be an opaque watercolor. But depending on how much you water it down, you know. That's cute. Okay, so let's do another one right here. Kind of smaller maybe. And kind of do some more of these. These are so pretty.
Sorry, buddy. You
And I'll
sound
just do like a
asleep,
circle
buddy.
here.
You're cold.
It's kind of pretty.
I'm sorry, honey.
Can I do another layer just to make them a little bit whiter? You ran away. You ran away.
Whew.
So that's kind of what Ellen did, is she did some fun little snowflakes. This one I'm going to do a little bit different, I think. So, and then just, you don't have to do like big fancy snowflakes all over.
everyone's having a wonderful day.
Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well.
Today's this one.
Today's actually, so I gotta get it uploaded. I did a lot for not, usually when we're missing a day, I try to do it real early, but all the drying time took a little while. So I think that's kind of pretty. I mean, we can put one down here and kind of make it look like it's coming off of the edge here. So these are fun, and you don't have to put a lot of thought into them. You just kind of do whatever you want to, you know, little circles. And maybe little lines. So just kind of doodling is what she said. You know, you're just kind of doodling snowflake. So I like that. That's really cute. Let's put like a little one here, and maybe even some like dots and stuff, you know, just to kind of bring it together. Oops, that was a big dot. Could splatter it, but I love that background. So pretty. So, yeah, I could splatter it, but you guys know how it is when I splatter. I have to clean everything off up. Because Clint's like, oh no, you got it on my table. Just saying. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Okay, this one I thought it would be kind of fun to do like a little snowman scene down here, which is just my thought. So let's see what we can do, but just a little snowman, like maybe he's looking up that way. I don't know. But since it's wash, you know, it's opaque, so that's perfect for drawing something else on the background. So I just thought, well, I still need some cards, and I need to get some like sent away to a couple people here and there. I used to send out hundreds of cards every year, like the day after Thanksgiving. I used to be that organized, but that's been a while. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and draw a nose, a carrot nose, like he's looking up. And we'll come back with some watercolor. And hopefully we can color that orange. And I'm going to go ahead and do the hat. Because the watercolor I'm using is transparent. And I think if I put white wash down, it will stick to that and show it better. So we shall try that and see. So there's his nose, there's his, and let's put like a little bit of shadow here. Okay, we'll let that dry a little bit. And then I was thinking we could put like a really big star, or it could be just snowflakes, huh? Trying to decide what I want to do. Like just some snowflakes over here, maybe, I don't know. Like he's kind of looking up into the sky. He's looking at something, I just don't know what. Cute. Maybe off in the distance there's snow.
I was dreaming of a vacation in the Bahamas.
He could be dreaming of a snowman. I think it'd melt.
Hmm.
Just saying. No. Because he's only
He'd enjoy it for a little bit.
maybe not.
No.
I don't know. They're fun though, just to kind of mess around with. Okay, let's see if we can see if my idea to like use some of these colors down here. That's kind of black, isn't it? Okay, let's see if that'll cover my hat. Yeah. Figured it would work as long as I have the white background. It's not really standing out, but you can kind of see that. Then, let's do a little bit more blue. Make it a little bit darker for his eye. Too cute. And his little buttons. Might have to kind of draw around it with the black pen or something. And we'll use some of this to make it really bright orange nose. Oh, and his little mouth. Almost forgot about that. Do a little bit of shading on his nose. And I also want some of this black, kind of like where he's sitting. It's not really black, it's more of a blue, but so it's and his here's a little mouth. Okay, let's do a bigger eye. I think it's kind of cute. I mean, kind of gets lost in there, but I think that's kind of pretty. Okay, so now what do I need? I need a sentiment on them, right? And we'll pop them on a card. Still need his eyes kind of bugging me. So, who's that outside?
Nope, I think it's pretty ball.
Sorry. It's even worse. Good thing I have that gouache, I can cover it up. I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm not happy. I'm not happy, guys. This gouache is opaque. I think maybe the mouth and stuff kind of is bothering me. It'll take about a second to draw it dry. And then the hat is really off. Let's put a scarf too. Do a red scarf. I just feel like he's kind of hidden down here. Okay, now his eyes, again, let's attempt that. You know, you could wait for it to dry and then use just a black pen. But what fun is that?
I wonder if I should do it for like 6 minutes and flip them over.
Maybe. Okay, there's the mouth. We did it, just barely touched it. So, and here's the eye. There we go, I like that better. Can you see it? You see his hat is way too, blends in way too much. So maybe we will just bring our little pen here. It is dry, so that's a good thing, I think. Yeah. Trying to kind of color it, but maybe it's not dry yet. I don't want to ruin the pen. But since it is water, it activates with water. We can use that like that. Not too bad. It's just not that great. I'm not that happy with it. What color is this? There we go. There's a darker black. But anyway, you guys kind of get the gist of it. And then I thought we could use one of these colors. Not that one. Where's my... We'll see if we can spell out like greetings or something on the front. I'm thinking of this white one. So maybe just like something over here. What should I put? Blessings maybe? Kind of get some pigment in here. I think I'm done with these though, so I can get these out of my way for a minute. That's kind of cute. I might put like a little bit of a highlight here maybe. Help him stand out a little. Got a big old nose. He's like really big. Maybe a little light on the brim. Okay, so I think it would show up, hopefully. Hopefully, guys. Well, if not, it's just a trying. I'm just going to put blessings. Just take my time. I'm going to have enough room. Because I need, what, 4 more letters? one. A little bit smaller. So I'm just kind of going over it because it's kind of tinting, kind of like the underneath color, just to kind of make it more opaque. And then up here I'll have a really tiny trying to keep my paint kind of like it's an ink, and so it'll run better. Have a, that worked out, blessed season. And then if I need to trim it down, I can trim it from the front and maybe like on this side. I think it's kind of cute. I mean, you know, you guys know how I am. And then maybe kind of put some of this shimmer and shine on some of the snowflakes. It's kind of fun. You like it?
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
That way it kind of brings it all in.
Mm-hmm.
What you did? Oh, I thought you were loving on the baby.
No, he's sleeping.
Oh, good. Finally, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So yeah, I mean,
I like it.
it's not perfect, but it's kind of a fun one. I really like using the shine.
I love your snowman. That's awesome.
You like him?
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of fun to play with. Okay, let's look at the other one. This one I thought we could use maybe one of these dark colors, like this one, to put something like peace, or I don't know, what should I put on the bottom?
Don't know.
That's the hard part, is the seasons.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, but that's
Maybe just like Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
While that's soaking in, I can
Or
go
snow.
over.
Some snow.
I can kind of go over some of this with my shine. I'm just doing like the main parts, I think, just to kind of give it a little bit of shimmer. Not all of them, just a couple of them. Maybe. That is pretty, pretty. I like it. I think it's fun. And maybe we'll just put another one here. Okay. So let's put just Merry Christmas. Why not? I'm going to put Christmas first. I'm try to do tiny. Go, and then we'll put Mary over here. I think I'm going to move it over about right here, because I'll probably trim this one a little. I'm not sure. Again, just keeping my paint kind of like ink. I have to add a little bit of water. Look over there to see how I wrote it, and since I did it kind of in lowercase letters, I want to do the same thing over here. And now it looks really plain, huh? Can I do another Mary in the center? Merry, Merry Christmas? Why not? Oops. Did you guys see what I did? Change that. There we go. Fix it. There we go. Mary, Mary. I don't know if that needs a comma, but I want to put one. Okay, guys, all we have to do is turn these into cards, and we'll be done. So, one thing I always forget to do is initial it. So let's just initial it up here. Now we'll do it here. Okay, finally got it. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope this was fun for you guys. I enjoyed it very much. Still love this one. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. I'm in love with these. So thank you for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps out our channel. And we will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you for visiting, guys. Tutsines.